If you're a high achieving woman who's exhausted by stress, stuck in constant conflict, and tired of being overlooked in the exact rooms where you know you were born to lead, then this podcast is for you. So here's your host, Pallavi Jain.
Life is moving fast again, almost too fast, and I've been feeling it. So today I want to slow down with you and talk about the simple moments of kindness and gratitude that quietly changes everything. Welcome back, my friends, to her Boss Brain podcast. And those who are listening for the first time, I'm Pallavi, and I'm so excited for you to join us. Now, before we dive in today, I want to take a beat, a genuine, heartfelt pause to thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for these conversations, for giving your time, your presence, your messages, and your love to this podcast. It means more than you know. This space has become something sacred for me, a place where I can come as I am with whatever is on my heart and trust that somehow, somewhere, something I share might land gently with you, might help, might make you feel a little less alone in whatever you're going through. So thank you for making this space special. Now, today, what I want to share isn't polished or perfectly outlined. It's not filled with neatly packaged research or science nuggets, even though you know I love those. This one, this one is coming straight from the heart. A raw message, a feeling, a note that's actually been sitting with me these past few days. Something real, something I think we all need to hear. Because lately I've been noticing, the speed at which life is moving again. The race, the noise, the endless tasks that we're all drowning in. Finish this, answer that, go there, show up here, end of your task. And somehow, in our desperate attempt to keep up, to not fall behind, we forget to live, isn't it? We forget to pause. We forget to notice and live with people who matter, not just beside them, not just in the same room with them, but actually be with them. Because we assume, often unconsciously, that they'll always be there, that we'll have time later, that life can wait while we finish everything else. But as Thanksgiving approaches, that realization hits a little differently for me. I truly feel there's something magical about pausing, really pausing with someone you love, letting the world slow down long enough for you to feel their warmth, their presence, their love. The fact that they're still here living this life alongside you. And when we do that, when we truly take the time to see, to appreciate, to be grateful for the people who matter most, something inside us shifts. Our inner cup, that cup we spend all day emptying, it starts to refill. Definitely slowly at first, but then steadily, until suddenly it's overflowing with the kind of joy and peace you just can't fake. It's wild how gratitude, connection, and how kindness does that. A few years ago, when I was working at Harvard, I decided to try something small, a personal kindness experiment. Nothing big or complicated, just tiny gestures with no expectation attached. What I'll do is I'd pay for someone's meal anonymously. I leave cookies in a coworker's mailbox, send flowers to someone who seemed like they were carrying a lot that week. And each time, I'd leave a little smile card that I purchased online, and it said, "Smile, you have just been tagged. Someone reached out to you with an anonymous act of kindness. Now it's your chance to do the same. Do something nice for someone and leave this card behind to keep the spirit going." A pay it forward kind of, you know, experiment. And I never saw who got what. I never waited for a reaction. But every time, something inside me softened. Kindness has that effect. It fills your own cup even as you pour into someone else's. It reminds us of who we are beneath the hurry, beneath the stress, beneath the endless to do lists. It brings us back to ourselves. Let me share a moment I'll never forget, one that shaped how I think about kindness forever. It was right around Thanksgiving, actually. One of those weeks where everything feels like too much. Deadlines stacking, responsibilities piling, emotions running thin, and I was running on empty, but pretending I wasn't. And one evening, I stopped at a tiny cafe near our campus, and I was standing in line, half present, half elsewhere, mentally replaying my to do list when the barista handed me my drink and said, "Your tea's been covered." I blinked, confused. I said, "What? By who?" She just smiled and said, "Someone wanted to wish you a good day." That was it. Simple, anonymous, but it hit something deep inside me. I sat down in a corner with this unexpected kindness warming my hands and my heart. And after a moment, an older woman, at the next table, she looked over and said, "You look like you just remembered something sad or something beautiful, maybe." And I told her what happened, how someone had paid for my drink, and how much I needed that gentle reminder of kindness that day. She smiled with this soft, knowing tenderness and said, "You'd be amazed how one small act can change a whole day. My husband used to do that all the time. He believed kindness wasn't meant to be big, it was meant to be constant." How beautiful is that, right? And then she shared something that stopped me. Her husband had passed away a year earlier. And ever since, she's been doing one small act of kindness every day in his honor. One act. She said just one. It keeps him close and it keeps me soft. We talked for almost an hour, two strangers brought together by one small gesture. And I walked out of that cafe feeling lighter, softer, feeling so much love and more grounded that I had in weeks. That moment, that cup of tea, that conversation became the reason I continued my kindness experiment at Harvard. Because if something that small could open my heart that wide, imagine what we can all do for each other, right? So, as we walk into this Thanksgiving, I wanted to share this story with you and I wanted to offer you a gentle invitation, a soft challenge, if you will. Think of someone you haven't spoken in a while, someone who mattered, someone who maybe still does, even if life swept you both in different directions. It could be an old friend, a coworker, a relative, a cousin you shared childhood summers with, but somehow lost touch with as life happened, as jobs came and went, families expanded, responsibilities grew, and the years blurred. Now, who's that first person that popped in your mind right now? I want you to take a moment. Who was that first person that popped in your mind? I want you to take 3 minutes, just three. Send them a note today. "Hey, thinking of you this Thanksgiving. Hope you're doing well." Or share a memory with them, or simply send a love note. And maybe if you have the space, also try one small act of kindness this week for a stranger. Pay for a coffee, hold a door, leave a note, give a compliment, give someone a smile they weren't expecting, and make a smile card of your own. Your tiniest gestures might land exactly when someone needs it, just like that tea landed for me. So before you move on with your day, I want you to take a single deep breath right now and think of one person you're grateful for. And if you do any of this, if you reach out to somebody, if you reconnect, if you think of and write down who you're grateful for, or if you perform a tiny act of kindness, I would love to hear about it. Come here, share it with me on LinkedIn or leave a comment here. Tell me what you did. Tell me how it felt. Tell me how it brightened someone else's day or how it actually unexpectedly brightened yours. Those stories, they warm my heart more than you know, and so many more who would actually read them. And they remind us why this podcast matters, why you matter. Because kindness ripples, gratitude ripples, and together we get to create the waves, right? So, as we wrap up, I want to say something gently but also honestly. Don't take people for granted. Don't take your loved ones for granted. Don't wait. Don't assume later. The older woman in the cafe, she now remembers her husband only in her thoughts, only in the warmth of the kindness she continues in his name. She taught me that the people we love, the ones who fill our lives with laughter, sometimes chaos, but comfort, are not guaranteed, not permanent. What and who you may have today may not be here tomorrow. So pause, feel their warmth, see them clearly, say the things you want to say now, share the gratitude. Fill your and their cup with the moments that truly matter and let it overflow. So this week, here's our mantra. Let kindness be your pause, and let gratitude be the place you return to. Let me repeat that. Let kindness be your pause, and let gratitude be the place you return to. Well, with that, I want to thank you again for being here, for listening, for sitting in this moment with me, for making this space one where I can show up honestly, wholeheartedly. I'm grateful for these conversations and I'm grateful for you. Happy Thanksgiving, my friends. May your cup fill and may it overflow in ways that touch everyone around you. Sending you so much love and joy. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
So that's it for today's episode of our Boss Brain podcast. Head on over to Apple Podcasts, iTunes, or wherever you listen and subscribe to the show. One lucky listener every single week that posts a review on Apple Podcasts or iTunes will win a chance in a grand prize drawing to win a $25,000 private VIP day with Pallavi herself. Be sure to head on over to her bossbrainpodcast.com and pick up a free copy of Pallavi's gift and join us next time.